to our program today. Let us bow our heads for prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Let's sing the song I've Got the Joy, Joy, Joy down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart.
Where?
Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Health with
Auntie Natalie!
Okay, and today we're going to talk to you about a very important topic. It is all about another law of health that we need, another important element that we need, and it starts with W. What is it?
Water!
Very good, water, and we can use water in so many ways to help us to be healthy and strong. Now, one of the things with water, it is all around us. On our earth, we have lots of water. Something was falling yesterday. What was that?
Rain!
Yes, and the rain falls, and when the rain falls, what is happening?
The flowers and plants.
Yes, and are you happy too when the rain falls?
Yes,
What do you do when the rain falls?
I go outside and bathe in the rain.
Okay, and rainwater is very nice for your skin. It's soft on your skin. So, in our lands we have water in our rivers, our streams, pond, the sea. All of that is a lot of water. But in our body, do you know that you are about 70% of water? If we were to squeeze out all the water in you, you'd come very tiny like this. So even babies are like almost 100% water. They are always plump and chubby because they're filled with water. And as you age, unfortunately, water leaves the body and retain less water, and you get wrinkled and shriveled up with dry skin. So we need to we lose water when we speak, when we breathe out, when we vomit, Or when you do what? When you're running and you get what?
Sweat.
Yeah, when you get sweaty and perspire, you lose water. But there's some very easy ways in which we can get water into our body. So what are some of them?
You could drink water, and when you bathe, the water get in your skin and it gets soft. And
Yes.
your skin will not get peeled.
Good.
Get soft and dry.
Nice. So your skin, when you bathe, the water will absorb in your skin. Then you can also get water in our fruits and vegetables. What are some fruits and veggies we can get water from? The oranges.
Orange, the apple,
Yes.
so juicy.
And there's a red fruit.
Red. Watermelon.
Yes, so the watermelon. And then in our lettuce or leafy vegetables, we can get lots of water in there. So let us, one thing though, when we're drinking our water, you want to drink water until your urine gets clear, pale yellow to clear. That will tell you you're drinking enough water. And it's always good to have a water bottle with you, so you drink what? Mouthfuls at a time. And then you would stop drinking water like 15 minutes before you eat. And when you eat your food, 2 hours after you finish eating is when you can drink water again. And in between our meals, all we're having is
Water.
excellent. So boys and girls, we been talking about water, and now we're going to make a fruit bowl that is filled with what?
Watermelon balls.
Okay, and he's very excited about watermelon balls. So this is what we do. You get a watermelon and you cut it across, and then I have here a 1/2 of a teaspoon. The smaller the spoon is, the smaller balls you would get, but it's a nice manageable size. And what we would do is that we will take the spoon, sink it into the watermelon, sink it in.
Watery.
It's watery, yes, and that's why when you eat it, you put water within your body. Okay, so here we have our ball, and we get it in there.
So juicy.
So juicy, and it looks very sweet, and it's natural sweetener, natural sugar, so it gives you energy, fiber, and just keep you going. So you keep like this, just press firmly inside so that it doesn't break, and once you get it moving, scoop. And these are some pretty big size for a 1/2 of a teaspoon. So with a 1/4 teaspoon, you can even get smaller size. You want to try?
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
Oh yeah.
Now hold it flat like this, and then you just press in with your muscles and scoop all the way around. That's right, that's right. You can feel it loosen up now. Good. So here we have it all ready, that Josiah can't wait to get started. But you can do a lot of decorative things with it and just lay it out on the table, and the children would love to eat up this. Or you can have bowls of it and distribute. So, are you going to have any today?
Yes, but first let me add a little thing. Some grapes there, grapes.
Oh yeah, so you can add grapes or any other fruit to make it look pretty. Hey, how does it taste?
Good.
All right, and so do try this at home. It's fun, it's delicious, and you can eat your craft activity and get some good healthy water inside of your body. Hi Josiah.
Hi,
You have somebody here with us today. Who is this?
Jalen, my cousin.
Hi, Jalen. How are you?
Hi, Auntie.
Oh, good. Well, nice to have you with us today. So, we are talking about water, and water is not all about drinking and getting into our body. We can actually have some fun with water. I like to go by the beach and by the pool. What about you?
I like to be in beach and swim and go on the water and see anything, any fish. I want to catch a fish.
You want to catch a fish? Oh my!
To put in my fish tank because some of my fish die.
Okay, good.
And you can also dive.
Yeah, you can dive too. Very nice, Cheryl. So what are some other things you can do with the water?
You can play water balloon fight.
Also, you fill this with water?
Yes.
And then what you do, you have to pelt it on somebody?
Yes,
Ah,
and they
okay.
get also.
Yeah.
And you could go in the beach and have a spray gun and spray it.
Ooh. Yes, very nice. And then we have some water babies here. So these water babies, they were actually tiny balls, and then when you put water in the bowl, they swell up. And when they swell up, you can put them by the plants and the water will be released and keep the plants moist and cool all the time. All right, so and then we want to be able to make some bubbles. So if we have 1 cup of water and we pour it into the bowl, and then we take the squeezy and we actually squeeze out, and we have the 1 tablespoon of the squeezy, we pour it into there, and then we fill up another tablespoon of the squeezy and we pour it into there, and then stir it around. Very nice. So now we have to make some bubbles. So I have some little bubble ones, and let me show you how I made them. It's really easy. You get a circle. You say put this around here to take the nice circle shape, and once you get that shape there, you hold it and you say, all right, let us take the pipe cleaners. You can get this in the craft store, and then you just wrap it around, and there it goes.
Wow.
So 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, and let us test this and put it in the water. Put it in the water. Woo! Very nice. Okay, let's blow some bubbles. Yeah, don't blow too hard. Go gently. And this is nice fun you can have. Whoa, the breeze is blowing at us. Very good. That's nice and easy, isn't it? Whoa! Look at bubbles. Good. So do them in the breeze, and the breeze will just blow it out, all out for you. Very nice. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our program today, and that you are encouraged to drink lots more water every day. Make sure you have your water bottles. Wow.
This is good.
Okay, he just loves water. And so be sure to tune into our website www.nhtlh.com, where you can get more of these episodes, see them all over again, and be able to get your activity sheets to match this important lesson on water. See you next time.
Bye.
Good day and welcome to Math Matters with Matt Dougal. A long time ago, Jesus gave his disciples the power to help and heal the sick, and he sent them out into the world to spread the gospel of God. When they returned, they were very excited to tell Jesus about all their different experiences. The problem was that a large crowd of people had followed the disciples. Now Jesus knew that the disciples were tired and invited them to find a quiet place to rest so that they could all talk. So Jesus took his disciples onto a boat so that they could go and find a quiet place. But the people saw where they were going and ran on land to the other side of the shore, so that when Jesus and his disciples reached the other side of the shore, the people were already there. When Jesus and his disciples got closer to the shore, they noticed the large crowd. Jesus felt love in his heart and empathy for the crowd because he knew that they needed a teacher to teach them. He knew that the disciples would understand why he wanted to teach them. It was getting late in the day and nobody had supper yet. The disciples said to Jesus, "We have no food. We should send them home." But Jesus said to them, "You give them something to eat." The disciples didn't think that they understood Jesus right. They said, "But Lord, we would have to work for almost an entire year to feed all these people." While the disciples were talking to Jesus, the disciple Andrew saw a little boy passing by with a basket of food. He asked the little boy, "What do you have there?" Then they quickly ran back to Jesus, and Andrew told Jesus, "This boy has 5 small breads and 2 small fish. How many people can we feed?" Then Jesus smiled and told him to tell everyone to have a seat on the grass. After everyone was seated, Jesus thanked God for the food and gave the bread and fish to the disciples to share amongst everyone. Remember that there was only enough food for a little boy to eat, and somehow 5,000 people were able to eat and make their bellies filled. After everyone was finished eating, Jesus told the disciples to gather up all the food so that nothing would be wasted. But there were over 12 baskets filled with food from that little boy's lunch. After everybody in the crowd realized what had happened, they talked to each other and said, "What an amazing man of God that has been sent from heaven to us." This was one of Jesus' many, many miracles. Now it's time for a few questions. Number 1. What would you get if you take the total number of people that were sitting on the grass and divide it by the amount of fish there were before it was shared out? Well, you'd have to take 5,000 and divide it by 2. Firstly, 2 divided by 5. That would give you 2. Remainder 1. 2 divided by 10. That would give you 5. With no remainder. 2 divided by 0 is 0. Your answer is 2,500. What would you get if you took this number and multiplied it by the amount of bread that it had before it was shared out? What would you get if you took this number and multiplied it by the amount of bread that it had before it was shared out? Well, the amount of bread that was shared out was 5. So you'd have to multiply it by 5. So firstly, 5 by 0 is 0. 5 by 0 is 0. 5 by 5 is 25. You can't fit 2 digits into one column, so you move it to the side. take the first digit and bring it. Next, 5 by 2 is 10. You add 2 to 10 and that will give you 12. So your answer is 12,500. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching our program today. Bye!